So I believe that the timing is questionable, and I believe that this is not a special session, but actually a special takeover to determine once and for all kung sino na maging Senate President through voting.
Yung inihaing petisyon ni Senate President Alan Peter Cayetano, ano ho ba yung petition for certiorari and prohibition? Attorney, layunin po nito para po sa kaalaman ng ating mga kababayan.
Well, I think yung petition nito is to determine really the quorum, no? Marami pong prayers doon, no? One of which is to determine kung ano ba talaga ang quorum ba is pwede baba into 22 or kaya nga yung 12. It talks about the legitimacy of this camp nila Gatchalian that they are claiming that they are now the new majority, no, because of the 12. That is a very serious question, no. And second, of course, is to probably to stop the session until such thing will be discussed with by the Supreme Court, no, or resolved by the Supreme Court. Nevertheless, the session will continue today, and if Alan Peter Cayetano's camp will go there, that will be another story kasi na pag-usapan namin ng mga kaibigan ko ng mga lawyers would the issue of moot and academic kapag let's say makuha po nila ang majority ngayon because may lumipat nga daw, maging moot and academic bang petisyon ni Alan Peter Cayetano's camp, no? And I believe that the issue of the pwede bang ibaba, no? That is a very crucial and that is very important na discussion na dapat po talaga i-resolve. Pwede ba talaga ibaba ang threshold? Dahil sabi ng Constitution, 24 of all the members of the Senate.
May jurisdiction ho ba ang Supreme Court dito nga sa kanilang co-equal branch na sa Senado?
Yes po. Ito po yung tinatawag na meron po silang personal and direct personal interest dito sa kaso na ito. Remember that the case of the teacher which was earlier dismissed for locus standi. Now, this time, sila Alan Peter Cayetano's camp, meron po silang locus standi. Lalo na po si Alan Peter Cayetano because he is questioning on whether or not siya pa ba ang Senate President or napalitan na ba siya?
Kahit ang issue na ito, internal, attorney, baga kasi kinabibilangan po ng yung issue is tungkol po doon sa pagpapalit ng liderato doon mismo sa Senado. So po pwede po yung makialam ang Supreme Court kapag may issue, may alitan sa pagitan o nagkaroon po ng dalawang paksyon tulad po ng mga nangyayari ngayon dyan po sa Senado.
I think you're referring to the political question doctrine wherein that was stated in the Avelino versus Cuenco case, no? However, kasi nung ginawa po yung 1987 Constitution for reasons na to avoid what happened during the time of the former dictator, nagkaroon na po ng broad powers ang Supreme Court, no, to determine this kind of controversies, no, which includes interpretation of the Constitution, at the same time, yung pag-determine kung may grave abuse of discretion and yung pong grave abuse of authority ng paggamit. So, what I'm saying is that I believe that the Supreme Court will take cognizance of this case.
Pero yung timing po ng pagpa-file po ng petition sa Supreme Court, hindi ho ba tayo late or tamang-tama lamang?
Well, that is a political questions for the public, no? Yung pong mga tao na nagtatanong sa timing, no? There is really questionable po talaga yung issue considering that number one, malapit na po sana ang July 6, no? Why don't you wait for that, no? Para pong minamadali talaga, no? Pwede namang hindi mag-conduct ng special session because when I read the special session agenda, wala man ako nakitang that would somehow create that so much priority, no, in enacting this legislation. So, ang tingin ko po, Jade, is that the statements there or the agendas there are not that crucial or with severe importance, no? Except yung AIX, which is also questionable. Alam mo naman, pag when it comes to AIX, distribution of money, that is not that very much a priority. It may be even be considered as a source of corruption, no? Sana ako nakalagay doon agenda is to disposed to give, no, to withdraw money from the coffers para po sa Mindanao earthquake, pwede po 'yon, no? And kasi kailangan po daw mag-legislate at para magpalabas ng billion pesos, no? But it was not, no? It's not, I'm sorry, it's not in the agenda, no? It appears that the agendas there are actually not that very crucial and priority of utmost priority.
Kumbaga, attorney, yung mga issues na o yung agenda na sinasabi po para mag-conduct po ng special session dyan sa Senado ay hindi po sako po doon sa parang related sa crisis or emergency na meron tayo sa bansa, na which is parang requisite ba yon bago ka magdeklara ng special session, o talagang prerogative lang talaga yan? Kapangyarihan na po, choice po yan ng presidente mismo.
Yes po, choice po yan siya because under the Constitution, Article 6, Section 15, pwede talaga siya magpatawag ng special session and to push yung mga priority bills niya. But I do not see any priority of those bills kasi na talagang kailangan i-push, no? And questionable talaga ang timing, no? At the same time, when we believe that it is priority for the president, no, to call for a special session, it must have that is the utmost importance and urgency na dapat ipasa ito. Otherwise, there will be some sort of crisis, no? Na malapit na po kasi ang July 6, there will be a plenary that will happen already in ano po, no, sabay po nung impeachment proceedings na mag-start na. So, bakit din po inantay? Bakit po in-insist, no? And kung naman dun sa appointments ng mga generals, it can wait. Nang malapit naman po yung July 6, ilang araw na lang po yan siya. So I believe that the timing is questionable, and I believe that this is not a special session, but actually a special takeover to determine once and for all kung sino na maging Senate President through voting. Kasi during that session, mangyayari nga, imagine, there will be two persons who will move and manifest that they are the legitimate Senate President, si Cayetano and Gatchalian. So, in order to resolve that issue, mag-move po, no, ang one of the senators by saying that might as well determine now the majority and vote who will be the Senate President, no. So, I think in the guise of having a special session, the purpose really is to now, as this early, to establish the new majority, which we know that meron po talagang lilipat na dito sa kila Gatchalian.
Ang inaasahan natin magpe-preside mamaya ay si SP Alan Peter Cayetano pa rin po, attorney, or itong si Senate Pro Tempore Win Gatchalian?
That's the problem because Gatchalian will not allow it, no? Because he will always stick and claim to the legitimacy of his being an acting one, no? And they would say that kasi if you'll notice in some communications, he's saying that he is the acting Senate President, no? And they're saying na Alan Cayetano is no longer the Senate President, no? Meron namang ibang senators katulad ni Tulfo says that he is still, no? Now, if he would give way for Cayetano to preside, no, that is a big blow, no? And it might be considered as a, you know, parang estoppel on some of them by saying na hindi nga si Cayetano. Ngayon, si Cayetano pala. So, magulo. So, I think what they will do is to resolve that issue by saying, in order to clarify before we proceed with the session, is that we establish now who is really the Senate President. No? But technically and legally speaking, in my personal opinion, it should be Alan Peter Cayetano who should preside the part of the Senate side, no? Because he is still the legitimate Senate President.
Paano, attorney, kung hindi po sisipot yung bagong minority ngayon o bagay itong Cayetano block dyan po sa special session?
Well, that's the problem, no? Because if they would say that they will not appear because there is a pending case before the Supreme Court that needs to be resolved and it will delay the proceedings. However, considering that there will be a 13th dahil nga may lumipat na, the other camp will always say, well, anyway, we could proceed because we have the quorum. See? So, the non-appearance of the the camp of Cayetano would not have any effect dahil nga meron ng quorum yung kabila na 13, no? And they will now proceed. No? So parang, in a sense, parang kinain lang nila na hindi para 12 ang quorum, kundi 13 because may lilipat nga, no? So, if they would not attend, well, that is the call of the Alan Peter Cayetano's camp, no? But as I said, tutuloy po yan because legitimately, kung maglipat po sa isa sa kanila, meron na po silang 13.
At ang inaasahan nga nating possible sa mga nakikita po ninyong lilipat, ito nga ang si Senator Joel Villanueva. Kasi considering doon sa mga nakalipas po mga videos po niya, sinasabi yung mga pahayag, sinasabi kung meron mong special session ay talagang dadalo po siya. Eh sa ngayon may 12 dahil kay Chis Escudero at kung dadalo pa si Joel Villanueva, talagang mabubuo yung 13 senador at magkakaroon. Yan ang sinasabi nating may quorum na o majority ay pwede na sila magkaroon ng sesyon at magbotohan. At that's legitimate na, attorney.
Yes, sir. That is correct, Jade. No? Maaabot na po yung 13 na based on the 24 denominator, constitutional denominator. So 13 po ang majority. Now, if you will notice doon sa petition na pinile ni Alan Peter Cayetano, there were 2 senators that did not sign. Si Mark Villar at saka si Joel Villanueva. The question is that, would that be an indication na dalawa po ba ang lilipat, no? So that they get now 14, no? Kasi nakakapagtaka bakit di sila nag-sign sa petition, no? So, medyo klaro po si Joel Villanueva, but I do not know of si Mark Villar if he will really transfer to the other side. And kaya pala siguro yun ang sinasabi nila ng kabila na Gatchalian that meron pa daw silang nililigawan na isa. Maybe nililigawan nila si Camille so that they get 15. That is very close already to the 16 conviction vote.
At yun po yung baga pinag-uusapan ngayon na kung maari, mismo ng yung Kamara, si Congresswoman Luis Tro, nagsabi nga kung po pwede nga, yung mungkahe nga na ibaba yung voting para nga sa conviction ng ni VP Sara sa impeachment trial. Paano po yan makaka-apekto, attorney?
Well, actually, I do not know where ang hugot ni Congressman Luis Tro, no? Because as a lawmaker, she should understand that they cannot amend the Constitution in a way that they would lower down the threshold, no? And she knows for a fact, she's a lawyer and a legislator. Opinion lang daw niya yun, sabi niya. But I believe that it is more of a political narrative, no? It is a mind conditioning of the people to say that that is what they're going to do in order they will really assure the conviction of BP Inday Sara. Now, take note that they cannot do that because ang sinasabi po talaga sa Constitution is all members of the Senate, no? The suspension or the hiding of Senator Bato de la Rosa, the suspension of Jingo Estrada, doesn't mean that they are no longer a member of the Senate. Since they are a member of the Senate, counted po sila sa constitutional quorum. Now, meron pong issue doon sa Sandigan Bayan, which was said parang sinabing suspended. Yes, suspended siya in participation, voting, and performing his function as a senator, but it did not say that he is no longer a member of the Senate, no? So, yun pa rin po talaga ang susundin na constitutional denominator not 24 because it involves members of all the Senate.